Hello YouTube, today I want to show you the Oppo N1. Here you can see it in the easy cover that gets delivered with the phone. It's pretty useful. It enables and disables the phone when you open and close it. Pretty nice. I want to show you the design of the phone first, so let's take it out of the case. It fits pretty good. It's not that easy to get off. Here we go. So this is how it looks, completely in white. The device is made of aluminum. It's yeah, you don't notice it at first, but it's actual aluminum. And yeah, here on top you see the speaker for phone calls and the sensor for the ambient light, and of course the sensor that disables the screen when you hold it on your ears while calling someone. You can turn this one around, and as you can see, here's the N-lens camera that has been developed by Oppo. So pretty nice. You can use the rear camera as the front camera and in every direction. It's pretty useful. You'll see we have two LED flashes here. They are in different colors, so it can actually mix the light to fit perfectly to the thing you wanna make a picture of, so you always have the best results. On the button of the front you can't see much. Here are actually the soft buttons. When I turn it on you see them. Menu, home and back. They are illuminated in blue. Looks pretty nice. Then when you look at the side you see it's pretty thin. 9mm actually. So yeah, the phone itself is quite large with its 6-inch screen. But it's quite thin, so not really a problem in my opinion. You get used to it pretty fast. And here on the side you see the micro SIM card slot. There's some tool that helps you to open this. Works actually like it is on the iPhone. Then here you can see a small frame that goes around the phone. It's also made of aluminum, and I think it's used as an antenna. On the bottom you see the voice microphone, the headphone jack, the micro USB port, as well as the speaker of the phone, which is pretty big and it sounds pretty nice too. I'll show that to you later. And on this side you see the volume rocker and the power button, and at the top we have nothing, only if you turn around you have the camera here, so well, it's up to you. You can't open the phone, so the battery is built in, but that's actually not a problem for those who live in Europe or the United States, because Oppo has reached the market there. They have their own shipping ways of shipping there, and you don't have to argue with customs or something when shipping it back to change the battery, so it's actually pretty easy. Well, what we have else on the back here, we have a microphone, we have the Oppo logo, and what you can't see here is also a small touch panel that enables you to take a few actions without touching the screen. And on the button side we have nothing here. If we turn it on you see immediately the screen is pretty good. Lot of details, really good black, while you don't see the typical grey light that you often have with LCD screens. So it's pretty good. Here you also see it shows a lot of details, so yeah, it's a pretty nice screen. The colors are pretty natural, so they are not overdrawn or something. And also the viewing angles are really good. The only thing is that it loses a lot of brightness when turning it around, but that's actually another problem, I think. You still can't see what's going on the screen, so pretty nice. Yeah, touchscreen is also working very good. All is very smooth. Really not a problem. Let me turn down the brightness a bit so you can see it better. Well, I think the first thing you wanna see is some of the hardware performance. So let's run the Antutu benchmark. During my test I reached 26,006 points, so that's actually a pretty good result. Processor in this one is a Qualcomm Snapdragon APQ 8064, so it's a Snapdragon 600 quad-core processor. It clocks at 1.7 GHz and it has 2 GB of RAM. Let's have a closer look at the screen specs. So you see it's a 5.9 inch screen with 1920 by 1080 pixels and 480 dpi. The camera has 12.7 megapixel with aperture f2.0, and the weight of the phone is 213 grams, so it's quite heavy but not too heavy. It's actually pretty nice. I like it when you feel something in your hands. Yeah, some of the sensors: direction sensor, G sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor, e-compass, distance sensor, gyro sensor, and linear acceleration sensor and rotation vector sensor. So that's what's in there. Internal storage, I have a 16 GB version. From the 16 GB there are 10 GB available for the user, so not that much. You can't actually put in an SD card here, so you should really consider that when buying the phone. There's also a 32 GB version available. So probably it's the best for you to get the 32 GB version. The price difference is not that huge. Let's have a look at some else benchmark results. The Antutu 3D rating benchmark has reached 4,698 points here, so that's also pretty good value. And of course I also did run the 3D Mark benchmark, and this one got, let's wait for it to load. So we have maxed out for the 720p benchmark. We have 7,041 points for the Ice Storm Extreme 1080p benchmark, and we have 10,354 points for the Ice Storm Unlimited benchmark. So again, pretty good results. Sure, it's not the best of the best, but actually it's pretty good for the price you pay for this phone, and yeah, pretty much enough for almost any game out there right now. Let me just show you Re-Racing 3. It runs really smooth. Will take a bit to load. Okay, Re-Racing 3 is doing some update right now. I think I just show you Asphalt 8. In this case, it's also pretty graphics intensive, and those of you who own a MediaTek phone probably know that current MediaTek phones with quad-core processors are not able to run this game. It's lagging too much. Here it runs perfectly smooth. So let's just start a quick single player race. I hope you don't mind it if I play really worse. It's not easy to play it all and a lot more harder through the camera. So here we go. Okay, that should be enough for now. Just a quick look at the Color OS that's installed here. It's an Android-based ROM based on Android 4.2.2, and well, as I said, Oppo calls it Color OS. It's actually quite close to Android, but a bit more beautiful in the user interface and a lot of intelligent features. For example, I double tap the home button and I see an overview of the opened apps. I can close them like we are used to at Android, and I can also quickly clean the RAM by clicking on this button, and then we see how much apps have been closed and how much RAM is free now. In the settings you have, it looks a bit cleaner than the standard Android settings. You find your way faster, in my opinion, especially for those who are new to Android, and this is much better than a stock Android. And you also have a few exclusive settings like the O-Touch feature, that's the touch panel on the back of the phone. The O-Click remote, it's a small Bluetooth remote that comes with the phone. You can use that to find your phone or to take pictures. And they also have some security features like a guest mode, a vacation mode, or app encryption. So really nice. I'll just show you the rear touch panel. I have enabled it now, so if I swipe on the back with the finger, I can go through the home screens, as you can see here, and I can also use that to swipe through the app drawer. Works pretty nice. And if I double tap, I can open up the camera. And you also can take pictures through double tapping, not double tapping, through single tapping. You just hold it. One moment. I don't find the touchpad. No. You hold it, then you shake it, then you release it, and then you have taken a picture. Yeah. Quite useful for some people, I think. I just disabled it now because sometimes it gets annoying. Yeah, we just had opened the camera, so let's stick to that topic and have a quick look at some of the pictures that device is taking. So here you see some pictures that have been made with the long exposure feature. Can make pretty nice pictures with this in the dark. And those are shoot at daylight, just normal pictures. Really great quality, really good sharpness. It's actually like a real digital camera, so you don't really notice that this is made with a smartphone. And you can also shoot really good HDR pictures. Here you see one. Looks really nice. This one here is again HDR picture, and this one too, so you see, looks really nice. And close pictures are also really good sharpness, great colors, a lot of details, just like I love it. So here is a picture made with the internal flash. As you see, the color mixing of the two LED flashes works pretty nice. Colors look really crisp and like in reality, and yeah, it's perfect. But the flash is actually not enough to light up big rooms. It's enough for a car. Here you see it. This has been taken from the back seat, so it's pretty good for a room like this. But if you, for example, take a picture in a big room like living room, or for example, it's not bright enough. And another problem with the camera is that you get some noise in the pictures when the light is not so good. So, well, it's a smartphone camera. You notice that in low light condition, but not in good light conditions. So that's all for the camera for now. Next I want to show you the quality of the internal speaker. It's pretty amazing actually. It sounds like a MacBook Pro 13-inch. Let me just dig up some nice dubstep track here. Let's take this one. I will hold the speaker on the camera so you can hear the quality pretty good. I'll pull the volume up to 100%. So as you can hear, really loud and no distortion noises. And what I also really like is the bass playback. The phone really starts to vibrate a bit and it sounds really nice. So listening to music is really good. By the way, also the earphones that come with the phone are really good. They sound like a home cinema system, to be honest, so really high end. And yeah, I love it. And well, what's next? Let's come to reception quality. Wi-Fi reception is quite good, no problem in the whole house. And 3G and GSM reception quality is like average, so nothing unusual here. It works like it should, but not the best. And GPS is amazing, to be honest. I enabled it in the house and had immediately 8 satellites or so, and yeah, the accuracy was at 27 meters, and when I went outside I immediately had 16 satellites and the accuracy was at 3 meters, so really good. Battery lifetime is also quite good. You can reach 2 days without a problem. If you are really on the power saving trip, you can also reach 4 days. Really helpful is this nice feature. You can enable the energy saving mode here. Then it will turn down the display brightness and the frequency of the processor, and you can reach amazing lifetimes here. Last point, some internet browsing. I'll open ChinaMobileMag.de. So as you can see, it loads up pretty fast. I'm downloading the re-racing update in the background, so a bit slower than usual, but still works nice. Really fluent scrolling and zooming, and yeah, you can also read the text pretty good thanks to the good screen. And also multi-tab browsing is not a problem. Let's open some web store. You can see all smooth and nice, just like it should be. So let's come to the price. The Oppo N1 is available for 449 bucks in this 16 GB version. You get the Oppo Easy cover with it. By the way, the cover also supports the touchpad on the back, so you can still use it if it's in the case. You get the O-Click remote with it and a power supply for your country and yeah, documents and all that stuff. The 32 GB version is available for 479 euros. I don't know if the prices are the same in US dollar. I have to dig that up, or you have to dig it up, else you just convert that values to your local currency. All in all, I am really amazed by that phone. Yes, it's big, but in my opinion, the problem you get used to it pretty fast. Camera quality is amazing, screen is really good, GPS is amazing, build quality and all the accessories you get with it are amazing, and all that for this price. It's yeah, real competition for all those other high-end brands, and yeah, you get a lot of things for this money. So I definitely recommend buying it. It's a great phone. Well, that's all for now. I hope I was able to help you a bit with your decision. And if you wanna read a full review, please go to ChinaMobileMag.de. You can use Google Translate to read the Oppo N1 review there. Lot of pictures there and a lot of more detailed information like we can do in the video here. Also regarding the Color OS. So, as I said, that's all for now. I wish you a nice evening. Bye.